Welcome to SGL Spiritual Guiding Light. This will be an all signs reading, and I am going to go in the order of the zodiac sign houses. So, in the order that I am going to go, for those of you who are new to the tarot world, it will be Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Cancer. Did I left you out? Cancer. I did not do that intentionally. So I'll start over for those of you who are new in tarot world and you want to know, when is my zodiac sign going to be next? I'm going in the order of the 12 zodiac houses. So in this order, it is Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. I am going in that order. Keep in mind that this is a general reading. It is not a personal reading. You may not resonate with your reading. And please do not force any of the channel messages. That's all I ask of you. What this session is what your soul wants you to know, collective. My earth, air, fire, and water signs. My earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, welcome and welcome back. My fire signs, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, welcome and welcome back. My water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, welcome and welcome back. My air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, welcome and welcome back. If you are new to SGL Spiritual Guiding Light, make sure you subscribe so that you can be a part of the success and growth of this channel. If you're returned, may you find the clarity, confirmation, understanding that you seek or need. I am so excited. Let me explain to you why I'm excited. So we have a new Oracle deck. It's by Denise Lynn, and it's Soul Coaching and their Oracle cards. And we have a book. And so I said, why not start the weekend off as we conclude into the night? For those of you who have already going into your day of your Saturday, I hope your Saturday goes accordingly, and I hope you remain the author of your weekend. And you control. I want you to control your reactions. All right. The goal is to be high vibing. All right. Oh, so what else? All inquiries, email spiritualguidinglight@gmail.com. Let's go ahead and get started. I won't put the timestamps in the chat because I realized that when the live is just, an archive, you don't see the chat. Well, I know I went back to go to get those timestamps, collective. I went back so that I can put those same timestamps in the comment section. Unfortunately, I was unable to retrieve those timestamps. So if you have extra time that you're willing to invest in this spiritual guiding light community, definitely comment the timestamps and I will approve it. Okay. I highly appreciate it. Everyone knows on Friday nights I have to go to work, and I'm still going to take my time with this all signs reading when it comes to what your soul wants you to know. I will take my time, but mind you, I won't focus on each individual zodiac sign like I will when I do your individual. So this is everyone together as a collective, and then I will upload individual zodiac sign. Okay. All right. All right, Aries. So you are first. Keep in mind that this is our new Oracle deck. So this is the first time I'm using it. So we're going to see what messages come out for you, what message comes out for you, and what extended messages come out for you. Now, if you, Aries, are if you're needing more clarity and more depth, then reach out to me if you resonate with your reading, okay? And we'll go from there. All right, what are my Aries in the collective as a whole? What does their soul want them to know? All right, what is Aries? What is it? All right, Aries, and I'm only taking one. All right, Aries, you have transformation. As a side note, if you go through this if you follow through, I have to take both of them. So, Aries, you're going through a transformation where it results joy. Thank you so much. And I really, really feel like whatever dark space, I'm talking to an Aries where you enjoy it there, wherever you are. If I didn't know you, Aries, I would think that this space that you love is dark. And it's because I don't understand that space. And so I would judge you incorrectly. But you're not being forced to leave this dark space. It's just you're going to have a moment where you're going to feel like something lacks. You're going to look at yourself and realize that when you're going to ask yourself, allegedly, when was the last time I smiled? When was the last time that I, laughed? Or when was the last time that I genuinely had a good time? So with this transformation, I see you observing other people who are in the ambience of joy, and then you take a look around and realize that this dark, comfortable space, it kicked everyone out. And it's kind of like for instance, it could be someone that a longtime friend or someone that you built a connection with, or you could call a confidant. Now they're not available because you kicked them out. um, uh, it's like the closest people to you kick them out, but because they didn't belong in your safe space, or they didn't understand your safe space. So after you realize that joy is not in this safe space, you're happy. That's what I'm saying. I don't want you to think that you're being judged, but those who are not in that safe space with you, it's like, wow, I guess Aries doesn't need me. So, what your soul wants you to know is, um, in this, in the next season, or the moment that you're willing to accept that, sometimes you need your alone space, and you just need to communicate that, because sometimes your own soul is telling you, like, hey, you need to get out of self, get out of this. Um, commitment with your inner being, your inner self, and it's saying, hey, I need connection. And it's like it's so comfortable there, and that's where it becomes this dark space, Aries. It's not a bad thing, but it's kind of like needing to go out of town, or needing to do some type of X, Y, and Z to be able to feel this sense of joy. What I love about this joy that I'm channeling, it has to do with connectivity. And so as long as you every now and then create connectivity, your dark space, your comfortable space, Aries, it won't kick people out. I hope that makes sense. So let's go ahead. I'm going to stop that channel message there, and then I will tell you what the transformation card entails, and we will also see what joy entails as well. And as I read to you, what it entails. You also use your intuition, okay? I appreciate you, Aries, and don't forget that you are loved. And I need you to understand that even if you take the next step, sometimes we do go back. We go back a few steps or a step because it's something that we've missed. And sometimes it feels like this step was a step that you were not supposed to take alone. And this is bigger than your own fool's journey. This is the collective, okay? This session is not just Aries. This is all zodiac signs. So when this step is reason why you're going back a step is because you took the step alone, forgetting everyone else in the collective. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what transformation entails, and we'll do it just like that so we can focus. And you can look at the illustration to kind of see what you resonate with. I see some dragonflies there. I see the sun. I see wings. And one of the beautiful statements that I love about butterflies' wings is that they're so attractive that we are not able to see our own butterfly wings because we can get lost in them. So sometimes when people are attractive to us, we don't understand why they're coming close to us. It's because it's the attraction that we can't see. All right, so you have transformation. It's 49. Okay, 49 could be significant. All right, so when it comes to transformation, Aries, this card, oh, I'm getting a message, Aries. So Aries, moving forward, when it just comes to collective, um, don't forget that, how do I say this? It okay, let me just say it, and then I'll allow you to use your intuition on how to to create the description of what I'm saying is. Moving forward, don't forget everyone else. All right, this card meaning of transformation, it entails positive change. Changes are coming. Old structures, beliefs, and ideas are falling away and will be replaced with vitality and new pathways. Soon you will be seeing the world in a fresh way. What your soul wants you to know, Aries, like the phoenix that rise magically from the ashes, a big change in your life is at hand. You're at the beginning and the middle, are at the completion of enormous transformation in your life. Don't hold on to old patterns and limited ways of thinking, even if it looks as if you're in murky waters. This is only the clearing that occurs just before rebirth. It's all about your highest good. All right. And then let's go ahead and look at joy. And joy is number 30, and 30 could be significant, my Aries. Also, I want to invite you to come watch your upload when that is available to you. Right now, the readings that are being released, Aries, at 3 a.m. every day are what you are clinging on to. I believe yours was already released, Aries. So once we finish all 12 zodiac signs, each upload is at 3 a.m., excuse me, at 3 a.m. here on YouTube. Once Pisces is uploaded, I will then go into your individual, your session, Aries, and we will take a dive into this transformation and joy. All right? Okay. All right. And pertaining to joy, the card meaning celebrate and have fun. And if you look at this depiction, uh, celebration and having fun in the tarot is the Three of Cups as well as the Three of Wands that I can recall at this time. But the Three of Cups, Aries, is about family. For the most part, to be specific, it's siblings. And when it comes to the Four of Wands, it's just family in general. This depiction is you, Aries. And I'm not saying literally that's you. I don't know what you look like. But what this is saying is this is an individual. And this is confirmation of what I was saying about your space, this and the reason why I say it's a dark space, and then you have this light, the street light. And the only other light spectrums is coming from the sky. And if you understand those spectrums, each star has to independently shine alone. No star tells the other star to shine. It's whether you shine or not. And if you ever pay attention to the sky, you have some that's just barely having a twinkle. But if you spend time to that small speck, it starts to brighten up. So there's a sense of attention that is needed in order for that connectivity to take place. And that connectivity is what I was discussing, that it doesn't have to be on an ongoing basis, but you need a sense of connectivity so that you could so that you don't feel like joy lacks. And how you create this connectivity, Aries, is kind of like doing something out of the norm, or doing something that is refreshing. Let's talk about this joy in regards to what your soul wants to know, Aries. And hopefully I'm doing a good job. This is our new oracle deck, so um yeah. Anywho, it says it's simple, Aries. Your purpose in life is to experience joy. That's all that's required of you as a soul. Whatever your circumstances, there's always something that can bring you delight. And what you put your attention on will grow. When you focus on the areas of your life that bring you joy, these areas will prosper. One of the fastest paths to happiness is through sharing and giving. So, give of your heart and share your love. Happiness spreads to others like wildflowers and can help heal the world. Dance and sing with abandon. Joy is your spiritual birthright. That is nice and very beautiful. And so this is confirmation. It's not that you don't want people. It's just you have to communicate, Aries, to people that are attached to you, that connect with you, that want to be a part of your life, whether you want them to or not. You have to figure out a way to clearly make it clear that sometimes you need your alone space. Okay. Sometimes you need your alone space, because your dark space is not a sad space. It's your element. And some people may not understand it. It gives off, Aries, like, you don't need me, or you're pushing me away, or this short tempered that, it's like, and it's like, Aries, this too shall pass. And we're going to go ahead and move forward. I love you, Aries. Don't forget, love is kind and love is gentle. And that is what your soul wants you to know, is to communicate with people who love you and care about you. And even the people that you don't want to be a part of in your season at this time, people you take a break from, or people you're irritated by, or you just can't stand, but you have to deal with them. You just have to communicate to them that it's not a them problem, it's not a you problem. It's just sometimes you need your space. And your space doesn't have a time frame. Your space could be 6 months, it could be a year. And that has to be respected, but it has to be communicated clearly. Like, when I have my space, don't take it personal. And when we meet again, we will. And we start from there. We start where we left off at. We don't start and revisit why we stopped the connection, or why you stopped the connection. It's just, no, we start where we left off and we keep going. We don't reflect, but we just keep going. I hope that makes sense. The only way that I can describe it is, say, Aries, I'm communicating with you on a daily basis, and then I meet up with you and we have a wonderful time. And then I no longer hear from you. And so I'm reaching out, I'm texting you, I'm calling you. I've even stopped by where you reside, and there's no interaction. It's just, you're not accessible, you're not available, and you just left me out in the cold. And at some point, I am just going to leave you alone. And it just feels like when you come back around at that point, I'm needing I'm needing closure from the last event, which was me being very proactive with wanting to connect with you and wanting to create memories with you. And it just feels like when you have your space, it's like when you come back around, you're not wanting to go back into why you weren't available, because you have that right. But if that's communicated to me, that when we connect again, we're just moving forward. Just to make me feel like I didn't do anything wrong. So now I've created memories of being uncomfortable, not understanding what's going on with my friend, you know, my lover, my person, why they just are not communicating with me. But I'm seeing you from afar with joy and happiness, and you're going through all these transformations, and I'm not a part of it. And then you come back around, and I'm wanting to revisit my last experience while you're moving forward, and you're saying, "Hey, I'm around. Come on, let's keep going, but we're not going to talk about the past. We're not revisiting that because you're not there." So communicate. Your soul is saying this connectivity that lacks, and that's why you, Aries, are being taken back a step, because you are creating connectivity with new connections, and you are dimming and cutting off the connectivity with people who started connectivity with you. So you're being brought back down a step, and you're being asked to gather all those connections, because you're supposed to go together as a collective. This session is not a I thing, it's a R, it's a we thing. All right, Aries. Taurus, let's go ahead and see what your soul wants you to know. What is what's oh, there it is. Something you don't see. You have courage. Ooh, Taurus. There is this song that I know, and a family member wrote this song, and it's a gospel song, but the song goes, "Where would I be? Where would I go? What would I do? I just don't know. I would be lost like a ship without a sail. I just don't know. But I'll keep holding on, and I'll keep pressing my way so that I don't stray away. But I'll keep holding on and keep pressing my way." You see, sometimes the road is dark and the path is dark, and sometimes you can't see because the battle is just too hard for you to bear. And sometimes the road is dark, but I know to keep holding on. Anywho, the whole thing of the message is, with this courage of what I see here, there's no sail, right? And you're lost at sea, and it's like you have your moment of clarity, right? Just about when it looks like the storm is coming out and the sun is coming, and it just feels like there's a battle of light and dark, but then there's this battle of, I'm hearing Zeus, but it just feels like there's council going on in the skies about you. And I hope that doesn't throw you off. It's like you have the council fighting over you, Taurus. So there's discussion about you in the ethers. And it's like you may think that this is what your soul wants you to know. It's kind of like, how do I say this? It's kind of like someone that goes, I command that cloud to move, right? And the clouds just started to depart and the sky is clear, right? And you're thinking, Taurus, that it's you, and it's not. It's divine saying, let me show you the power of the words, right? And so the next day there's clouds in the sky and you go, I command the the clouds, and the clouds depart and the sky is clear and it's just blue. There's no clouds, it's just clear, right? And this time, and you're like, wow, the power of my words. But you ask divine to use you, right? So every time, so the third day, you're like, clouds move, depart, and the clouds don't. So the day has ended, and you're questioning yourself, and you're saying, you know what? Uh, 2 days in a row, the clouds departed amongst my command. And the third day, the clouds didn't move. So the fourth day come and you command the clouds to depart and nothing happens. So then now you're mad and frustrated. Instead of taking out the moment to say, divine, it was you. I asked you to use me. Okay. So it just feels like the only time that you recognize divine, your soul wants you to know is don't wait until you're in a storm, Taurus, to recognize where the power of divine is, or the power that how divine can clear out a storm and get you out of trouble. Now, these troubled waters doesn't necessarily mean that yours. It means that you could always be in the midst of some drama that is not yours. And it just feels like if this has to do with drama or any type of hot mess going on that's not your business, it feels like you may be in a situation that you didn't ask for. You know how a person that's just always in the middle of something, Taurus? It just feels like this is a time where you're asking God, like, wow, you know what? You know what, God? I ain't gonna never get in the middle of nobody's business no more. I think I learned my lesson. And it seems like divine is saying, no, you're gonna learn your lesson, but this time you're going to stand on my word. So it just feels like I'm talking to a Taurus where divine is just wanting you to always remember where your power comes from. Okay. Now, what I also see here, and then I'm being guided to stop, and then we'll see what courage entails. But I know courage, in order for courage to be activated, you must be brave. And being brave is what? Understanding that fear is not real. Okay. So Taurus, you may have a little Leo in your placements because when it comes to bravery, it has that lion energy there. And there's Leo, something that we create. It's like creating a monster. So it's like, if you say there's a monster under your bed, then all of a sudden a monster is manifested. So I'm a true believer that no, fear is not real, but fear could be created. This storm is not yours. If yours, it's just your soul um does not have the authority to your soul doesn't have the authority, and it's all that is. It's source that gives you permission to command or to have control. Okay. So this is a lesson for you to understand the fact that you have permission to uphold power. Okay. For those of you, if this is your storm, there's counsel, there's argument about you. Being like it's a bad thing, it has to do with um, counsel coming down and working on your behalf because there's no grounds. And it just feels like if they come down, you'll realize you were never on the ground. You're actually in the sky. You're not, you know how the water, the sea or whatever, there's water there. You're in this. That's how high the water. You're in the sky, all the way up there. And your council, they are having a debate about you on who's coming down to assist you. And your soul wants you to be humble. And those are the messages that I'm getting. I feel like I'm supposed to have a direct answer, but if you know me this far, Taurus, when divine tells me to stop, I must stop. Okay. Let's see what courage entails. But we definitely will have your individual session as an extended, since this is our first time using this oracle deck. So this card of courage means throw your shoulders back, step forward, and take a risk, Taurus. Be willing to listen to the beat of your own drum. Honor your truth. Speak up for yourself. Be impeccable in all of your actions. Now, what your soul wants you to know, brace yourself, Taurus. It says, you have the radiant spirit of a warrior of light. This isn't the time to be timid and pull back. Don't allow yourself to be limited by your belief systems. This is a time, excuse me. This is a time to take action with passion and delight. Courage doesn't mean that you aren't afraid. Fearless means just that, fearless. Acknowledge that you're frightened and take action anyway. Face your anxiety and go beyond the boundaries of limited perceptions of yourself. You're a light barrier for others. See? So this is confirmation. This is not your storm, Taurus. I knew it. Anywho, through your example, people find and act their truth. This is not your storm. So you may feel, I'm talking to a Taurus where you may feel like divine doesn't hear you. No, divine saying, stay out of trouble, stay out of people's business. Stop trying to how do I say this? Like, you can't be the peacemaker and everything. Whatever Taurus you are. Let's go ahead and move forward. And I feel like I'm talking to a Taurus that has Leo placements. Our Taurus, this drama is dealing with a Leo. All right, Gemini. What message do you have for my Gemini? I might not be able to do all zodiac signs. You know why? Because I have to go to work, my love. All right. This is going to be a part 1, and then we will go to part 2 when I return. Okay. I like this deck, don't you? Transformation. Gemini, you are very attractive. Stop trying to figure out why. Stop trying to figure out. You work on your insecurities. Your soul wants you to work on your insecurities, Gemini. All right. What is the overall one for Gemini? So let me just go ahead and read you transformation. You're being asked to work on your insecurities. Transformation, and Aries got transformation too. All right. Like a phoenix that rises magically from the ashes, a big change in your life is at hand, Gemini. You're at the beginning, in the middle, or at the completion of an enormous transformation in your life. Don't hold on to structures and limited ways of thinking. Even if it looks as if you're in murky waters, this is the only clearing that occurs just before rebirth. It's all for your highest good, Gemini. So, Gemini, this is telling me you're worried about all the wrong things. You're wanting to be perfect in people's eyes and not realizing that it's your imperfection is what's attractive. I need you to let that sink in. It's not saying be imperfect. the fact that you're not trying to, I don't know how to explain it. I'm going to finish what I'm saying. The fact that you're not trying to, when you are not trying to be perfect, your imperfections is what's attractive. What message do you have for Cancer? I just want to make sure I get every zodiac sign done. I just have to cut off the channel. I do apologize, but you will have your individual session. All right, Cancer. Yeah, I still want to be able to make my lunch, and I'm cooking my lunch, so be patient with me. Thank you. Yeah, please be. You have voyage here. There's the self, and you have love. Oh my gosh. Your soul wants you to know, don't give up on love. It's on the way. Who am I talking to? Cancer? Love is on the way. Let me give it a moment. As you continue to move forward in life, it's not you being picky, Cancer, because you've had a lot of options and you still have options, but it just feels like you know what you want. And as you continue to go through life and handle your business and, enjoy the quality of life, love is on the way. Just know it's on its way. And I'm actually happy that you didn't settle or you're not settling. And your soul wants you to know, thank you for learning the many lessons. And now love is coming to you. Quick, fast, in a hurry. You're definitely calling this in. You are, Cancer. When it comes to this voyage, what is this? What number is that? 51? Ooh. Others of you, if you're not looking for love or anything like that, in order for you to feel important, in order for you to feel like you belong, you have to move forward. Don't get comfortable in one place. You may be a person where you need to constantly travel. You don't like experience the world. You don't, just because you reside in one place doesn't mean that you have to permanently live there for the rest of your life. You can move, but just plan accordingly. I definitely see if you decide to move forward in your life, it just feels like your guides is coming up and at your guides are coming in as a backup, but it's not your regular travel. This is old school. So take your time. So when it comes to experiencing the quality light of life, who am I talking to? Cancer? You can't attach yourself to things you attach. Because when you attach yourself to people, places, or things, it's hard for you to move forward. And one thing that I do want you to understand, that every person that you've ever connected with, believe me, you've tattooed their heart. No one can forget you, Cancer. That's what your soul wants you to know. And it's vice versa. Those who played an important role in your life are lessons that you've learned from. They've tattooed your heart, and you'll never forget them. There will be a lot of remembrance of being in gratitude. All right. When it comes to voyage, and that's this card right here. Your life is a spiritual voyage, and it isn't always what it seems. There have been no wrong turns. Every adventure and misadventure was a part of this course. You're a sacred traveler. You're a sacred traveler on a pilgrimage to your soul. There's always a deeper meaning to your life's journey than what appears on the surface. Even when you're sailing through dark waters or stormy seas, if you allow yourself to feel, you know that you're always seen, loved, cherished by the universe, the creator, and your angels. and your love, regarding love, what your soul wants you to know. It says there's nothing that you need this love. Who you are is enough, Cancer. Let it flow to you, for you are the beloved just as you are. All of your life experiences are a part of spiritual evolution towards the realization that we are all love. The Creator is love, and in your essence, so are you. In matters of romance, all is healing or is already healed. On the inner planes, your beloved is nearby, so be opened. Your angel guides, spirit guides, and allies adore and cherish you always and forever. There is that stamping on the heart, tattooing the love on people. Your love, Cancer. All right, Leo. You came out in Taurus's. What message you have for Leo? And what these cards feel so good too. They're not rough. All right, for Leo, they are heavy though. I will tell you that. What message do you have for Leo? And for Leo, thank you. Leo, you have light and playfulness. All right, that playfulness is your energy. And this light, the sun, this is all your energy, Leo. So your soul wants you to know that regardless if you don't want to admit it or not, you're acting like everything is okay and you're not. I'm talking to a Leo where someone hurt your feelings. And so you went in isolation. And I don't know if it was yesterday or today, but you finally got over it. And this is more confirmation for you. For others of you, you need to heal. You need to heal a motherly wound or a nurturing situation. You may be finally accepting something that has to do with children. All right. So when it comes to light, Leo, let's go ahead and see what this message entails, if that's okay with you. I hope so, because I'm going to read it. And it's not to disrupt you, but you can go back and tarot around the tarot world if you want. You can come back. I have an open door policy too. Anywho, Leo, now is the time for you to shine and remember who you are and where you come from, where you came from. Your essence is radiant. And you know what? Let me tell you something, Leo. And I'm going to read this. I know a Leo, right? And they said that they weren't talking about me. They were talking about the other person. But the first time I ever heard someone say, you don't even have any essence, I was blown away. I was like, what is Essence? Now, mind you, I know Essence, the magazine, right? And when I heard it, I was like, what? I know they're not talking about the magazine. I was like, Essence. And so I looked it up and I was like, I know that person is not talking about me. If they were talking about me, then this confirms to me that that Leo doesn't like me, because I know I have essence. But I was going down a journey where divine told me not to reveal who I was, because where I was a big fish where I come from, I am a big fish in a small pond. And I went to a big pond, which made me a small fish. But I never forgot who I was. And divine told me, no, you be still. And you learn this experience of being in a bigger pond and being a small fish for once. You need to learn this. So when I heard this Leo say, you have no essence, but mind you, I'm accepting that they were talking about the other person, but if they were talking about me, Believe me, my essence now, when I tell you, I make sure I upgrade it every day. Okay. Now that's the Hot Tea Collective. Moving forward, and I don't care if that sounded corny, that was my vulnerable self. And listen, essence is amazing to have and to understand your essence. And especially if you know how to upgrade it every day. And when you upgrade your essence without material things, our attention, oh my, you are unstoppable. Moving forward, Leo. So what your soul wants you to know in regards to this light, it says now is the time for you to shine and remember who you are and where you come from. Your essence is a radiant light. This is a good time to clear clutter. Get rid of anything that you don't love or use. Clear out physical, emotional, and mental junk in order to make space for you to shine even brighter. I'm happy I said that. So, what I'm going to do, this all signs what your soul wants you to know. That's it, and that's all. We're not going to do any individual zodiac signs. The reason why is because you guys have a lot of information onto you. And I don't want you guys to get in the habit of, now mind you, I love it when you guys show up and you support. But if it's not registering, if you're not getting clarity and confirmation, this is where you use that comment. Hey, SGL, what does this mean? Hey, SGL, I resonate with this, but this is the moment where we start communicating. Okay? This is not the moment where you're showing up, right? But there's no progress. I just got through telling Aries. Aries went back a couple of steps because Aries is thinking that Aries can do it on their own and forgot about the collective. Taurus is on a power stroke, while the other half of the Tauruses, you know, keep getting in crazy stuff. And so council keeps focusing on Taurus when they should be focused on the other zodiac signs. And then you have Gemini. So if you're another zodiac sign and you're having insecurities, it's because you're in Gemini's energy. Cancer. What was going on with Cancer? I can't recall. Oh, Cancer got love on the way. And Cancer needs to realize how impactful they are when it comes to memories and experiences with Cancer. Cancer will tattoo your heart, okay? Now, Leo. I think you are understanding now the importance of the essence of your light instead of projecting it onto other people, telling people what they don't have. Let's see what this playfulness is, which is your energy too, Leo. All right. It says playfulness is absolute necessary for your health and well-being. It's an important as the food you eat and the thoughts you think. If your responsibilities or hard work have if your responsibilities and hard work have made this a low priority for you, it's time to have some fun, Leo. Give yourself a break and nurture your spirit by doing something madcap or just plain silly. Listen to music and dance by yourself with glee. Make silly faces, invite friends over for an afternoon tea party, or go for a drive with no destination, just for the fun of it. All right. What message you have for Virgo? What message do you have for my Virgo? Yeah, I was excited too. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do each individual. Divine said, no, that you're doing too much. You're spoiling them. I guess I am too nice. I'm working on it. I guess Divine is telling me, you know what, if you're too nice, they'll run all over you. We're not having that. Not over here. I don't know. Wherever you are, you better think twice, because SGL ain't letting nobody run over. No, I have to be obedient. So moving forward, if you feel like you can find another reader, I hope you find that reader. But I do have an open door policy. You're more than welcome to come back, but you're not obligated to. Virgo, let's go ahead and see what message come out for you. That was light. You have light too. So you need to work on your essence. There's no need for me to repeat it. I want you to work on your essence. Whatever you set your mind to, do it with your heart. If you want to sing, sing. If you want to dance, dance. And I don't want to mix that up with playfulness. But when it comes to this light, I see I was about to call you Leo. There's a message in Leo's that's for you. It says you are light, Libra. Or am I talking to Virgo? No, this is Virgo. Yeah. Virgo, you are light and you come from light. You illuminate the world. So rejoice and remember who you are. You have a physical form, but the impairment at your source, your luminance lightens up. Don't take things too seriously. So your soul wants you to lighten up and not take things so seriously. All right, Virgo? Okay. All right, Libra. A message you have for my Libra. Message you have for Libra. Oh, I feel like it was getting stuck. What message you have for my Libra? Let me shuffle this deck some more, Libra. Please, Libra, don't be, how do I say this? You may be enlightened about something, but don't allow anyone to force your enlightenment or force you to do anything you don't want to do. Libra, especially if it has to do with family or a home. Purification. If you don't want to have sex, don't have sex. Don't do anything you don't want to do. Period. I don't care if you're married. You know how they say you're supposed to submit to your person. If you're not in the mood, it's a no. Period. Some people forget, if you say no, that no means no. Purification. 41. 41 could be significant. It says cleanse your body and environment by doing space clearing and shift your clutter. Release whatever doesn't serve or support you in your life. Let go of the old, discarded and unused. Eat lightly and consume fresh water and food with strong life force. Okay? Those were your instructions, Libra. Scorpio, what message you have for Scorpio? What message do you have for my Scorpio? I'm going to shuffle 3 more times. That's 1, 2, and 3. It's something you don't see. As a side note, you have fulfillment here. What you don't see is you're thinking. I'm gonna be. Let me give you this message, and I'm gonna tell you what it says inside. I'm gonna tell you this. You're gonna think something is. You know how they say, oh gosh, please, divine, give me the right words. And I'm gonna just say it. You know how everything is just right, and it's just like, oh yeah, every life is good, everything's going good, and it's not the moment where you're looking for the worst to happen. This is orchestrated to reel you in, and this is, I'm telling you, trust me. Do not be forced. You have to allow things to play out so that you'll know, because the things that are not supposed to be in your life or aligned to you are, if it's genuine, someone that's genuine won't churn on you. If it's not genuine, it will churn on you. The truth, the enlightenment of the truth will be revealed. God said, do not touch my anointing. So with this being said is, don't get distracted. Okay, I'm channeling for you, Scorpio. Don't get distracted. And cherish the labor of your fruit. And how I'm being guided to tell you to cherish the labor of your fruit, feed the people. This is not your season where you're going to harvest, like, not, what, don't prepare for hibernation where we're getting ready to step out of winter. So you're receiving the labor of your fruit early. And you're going to think that you're supposed to hold on to that fruit when you're supposed to feed the people. I hope that makes sense. Let me tell you what this card entails, Scorpio. All right. It says fulfillment comes from completion of your efforts. You planted the seeds, nurtured and cared for them, and now it's time to harvest the rewards. If you harbor perfectionism qualities within you, it often is difficult to experience deep fulfillment. See? But I channel not to harvest it right now. So, oh God, it says if you're self-critical, it's hard to experience contentment. Remember this, who you are. That's why you're not supposed, it's good enough. The secret of fulfillment is to practice positive thoughts because they are connected to your soul. From the attitude of joy and your desires to be filled. You are supposed to feed the people from the labor of this fruit. Scorpio. Sagittarius. Ooh, I got a potato on the stove. Let me cut the water off real fast. Let me pull your card so you can look at it. Thank you. You have pleasure here. Oh wow. You got quite a few. Compassion and playfulness. You make sure you use your sexual energy for goodwill. Just one moment. Who are we on? Scorpio? All right, Scorpio. Okay, so what I'm channeling here before I read this, I'm being guided not to read it. I'm channeling, do you be mindful with your sexual energy? For real. Because it feels like, to be honest with you, You have to choose one: pleasure, compassion, or playfulness. And the reason why, if you choose pleasure, you're going to enjoy it with the play. You're going to enjoy it with the playfulness. I don't want you to look at the depiction. You'll still have playfulness and pleasure, but there's where the compassion is. There could be some type of deformity or disability, and there's someone coming in who doesn't care about that. And if you choose compassion, it's kind of like you may question if someone is really attracted to you and you guys have the same type of nature and the same type of disability. It's kind of like someone that's like you, but it's kind of like you're outside of you, you're wanting something that is normal because you know that this person isn't going anywhere. So it's like you're wanting to explore a pleasure elsewhere while you have pleasure right in front of you. Moving forward, when it comes to playfulness, it's like being at a fork in the road of, entertaining someone who's entertaining you, but then there's someone who doesn't play about you, who is your protector. And they could be sensing that there's something else. And that's why in the beginning, I was guided to tell you, Scorpio, be mindful how you use your sexual energy. Be mindful. Be mindful. Now, when it comes to pleasure, let's see what it entails. What number is that? 39. And you know what? Let me tell you something. If you are someone who is like have some type of disability or deformity, let me tell you, I know someone who has a deformity and a disability. And when it comes down to having relationships, they're not successful at relationships is because they have a lot of trickery ways. And I think that if they stop being so trickery and stop playing so many games, that they will actually have a successful relationship. And one of the games that they play, they always land. If a person is in a relationship, this person that I know that has a deformity and a disability, they all it would if they how do I say this? They're always successful with entertaining someone else's person. And if they want to have sex with them, they're successful at that too. But when it comes to independently getting someone that is single like them, they're not successful is because it's not a challenge for them. Kind of like use your sexual energy for all the right things. Because some of you are going to be tired of entertaining all the wrong things that you know that you can get. Because but you what you really desire, it's like it's gonna get boring after a while. I don't know how to explain it. It's like I don't know. I've heard it before, but I see the beauty in everybody. But I've heard this saying, and it says that beauty it fades. I've never seen it fade. I believe that all is beauty. Everything is beauty. Even the ugliest person is attractive to me because ugly has a song all by itself. Even a dark person is attractive to me. And it's just, I don't know why God has my sight in that way to where I just don't pass judgment. I always see the greater good in people, places, or things. And I'm not saying you have to be like me. I'm just saying that playing with this type of sexual energy could be dangerous. That's all I'm saying. I don't never want you to put yourself in a situation that you can't get yourself out of. But then I don't want you to be alone either. So which one is it? Playfulness. It says, in today's society, we are programmed to believe that pleasure is forbidden, only permitted in small amounts, or should always come after work. Do you postpone good times because you are too busy fulfilling work commitments? Do you deny yourself joyful experience because there's not enough time, or it seems selfish? Stop. Your spirit needs pleasure. It's the soul's way of replenishing and revitalizing your life force. Make pampering yourself a priority, and you'll have all the energy that you need to create everything you desire. Don't do anything sneaky. I just feel sneaky energy, Scorpio. That's not even worth it. Anywho, that's I'm channeling it like for real. It's not worth it. Um, who else? Sagittarius. What message you have for Sagittarius? What message you have for my Sagittarius? Silent Sagittarius. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. You're attractive, a Sagittarius. You have 44. I heard those are rolling numbers. But anywho, it says Sagittarius, be still and take the time to move into the silent place within yourself. Locate your eternal source of power. You are attracting. Listen, the colder you are, the more people want, the more it's like a Sagittarius. This is a healing energy, whether you want to, whoever, people who are in deep pain and need healing, they're attracted to your coldness. Very so they are. You're like therapy, Sagittarius, whether you want to accept it or not. Moving forward, Capricorn. And Capricorn. I don't know. It feels like Sagittarius wanted the answer from your soul. It's only so far that I can go. You have impeccability, joy, and love. Ooh. I'm talking to a Capricorn. You casted a spell, and guess what happened? It didn't go to the person. It went to you. The bottom of the deck, beginning. Oh wow, cloud 9. When that is gonna fade off, Capricorn, and that's the truth. It'll fade off. So if you're wondering how come the spell didn't work, it's because the spell, divine didn't let that spell go through. The spell was cast. You cast a spell on yourself. For those of you who casted a spell, if it faded off, it's no longer working anymore. I can't look into that. I think it's because I know Capricorns. Aquarius. I feel like someone's saying, well, why you can't do the same thing with Aquarius? Because I can do Aquarius. Beginnings. Look, Aquarius is connected to Capricorn. The Capricorn is the one that put the love spell on Aquarius. Moving forward, when it comes to beginnings, justice, the verdict, whatever the verdict is, it has been made, and you'll know the reason why. That's why the spell is not there no more. So obviously, the spell got sent to Capricorn because that was a no. It's a no. All right, so beginning 7. And you know what's so funny? You want to know something funny? The Capricorn that I know says that it's a no. Isn't that so beautiful? How we keep certain things that is very precious. Certain things about people. You may, Aquarius, find yourself saying things that people who are important to you, and it just brightens up the moment. You keep the good memories, right? Now continue to move forward in your dreams. Moving forward, so you have this beginning here. It says life goes in cycles and the phases of the earth. that plants die in the fall so that they can grow, can be new birth in the spring. Ooh, new year has started. Hey, Aquarius. It's the universal dance of death and rebirth. There's a time to end and begin, and this is the close of one cycle and the beginning of another. Although it's often difficult to release familiar routine situations or relationships when they are no longer empower you. Your soul asks that you don't cling to the old, but set sail into the new waters. There was more, but I was being guided to stop. All right, Pisces. Because someone thinks something is not fair in the collective. What? Please don't listen. Let me tell you something. Whoever you are in the collective, don't come on my page. Matter of fact, it's not my page, my channel. Let me correct this. Don't come on our channel, the collective Earth, Air, Fire, and Water Signs here in the SGL community, Spiritual Guiding Lights. Don't come over here trying to summon or trying to call out judgment. Take your raggedy self back where you came from and go find somebody else to play with. Because I don't play about my gifts. And I sure don't play about serving my collective here in the SGL community, period. So the fact that I just took out the time to make you aware that I do not play, I send that judgment right back to you. And I bet you won't do that again moving forward. Pisces, what's your message? I told you, Pisces, I don't play about you. Oh, Devontae, I remember you. How are you? Did I do Leo already? I did. I don't have a timestamp though. I surely did. And you know what? Do I remember Leo? Leo, the cards that came out for Leo was light and playfulness. I'll read it to you. Just let me finish. I'll read the I'll read it to you from out the book. But Leo's already came. I can't remember the channel message, but I do remember that Leo. The cards that came out was two cards, and the first one was light, and the second one was playfulness. And Devontae, I'll read that to you if you can just hold on. Thank you. What's the message for Pisces? What's the message for my Pisces? Ooh, Pisces, you have transformation. And what you don't see is opening, adventure, success, and essence. Ooh, your your soul wants you to know that you need to let go. Like you done already went, you done you've completed a transformation, but you still can't let go. You need to let go. For real, for real. When it comes to this essence, let's go ahead and read that. Yeah, it's like waking up with a whole fresh new body, and you worried about where the old version of you went. Like you want to make sure it went to the right place, and it's like no, Pisces, Pisces, ain't that your energy right there? Pisces, that's you. I'm gonna make a wish. You are free, Pisces. All right, when it comes to essence, Pisces, it says peel away everything that isn't truly you and let your essence shine. And you know what? Speaking about Leo, listen, Devontae, I was talking about essence. I do recall that. I was channeling, well, no, I was reflecting about a Leo who was speaking about not having no essence or something like that. But I swear, I hope they're talking about somebody else. Anyway, Pisces. Peel away everything that isn't truly you and let your essence shine. If you have ever watched a cut crystal hanging in a window in the sun, you'll remember seeing small rainbows around the room, yet they all emanate from the same source. You have different parts that compromise your identity, yet beneath it all is your spiritual core. Take time to find your source and live life from your center. If something doesn't give you joy, don't do it or find a way to make it more pleasurable. Don't try to expand your personal power and intent without first exploring and understanding the wisdom of your soul. That's what it says, Pisces. All right, so let me find light, Devante. Let me see. See, Devante, people are going to be thinking that I'm showing favoritism. No, it's okay. Uh, where is light? Listen, I'm just going to read it to you. You had light and playfulness. So when it comes to light, I think that was 39 or 34. Light, 32 could be significant. It says, you are the light and you come from the light. You illuminate the world, so rejoice and remember who you are, Devante. You have a physical form, but the impairment at your source, your luminance, lighten up. Don't take things too seriously. So you're being asked not to take things serious at this time. Okay. And when it comes to playfulness, 38 can be significant. It says, playfulness is absolutely necessary for your health and well-being. It is important as the food you eat and the thoughts you think. If your responsibilities and hard work have made this a low priority for you, it's time to have some fun. Give yourself a break and nurture your spirit by doing something madcap or just plain silly. Listen to music, dance by yourself with glee, make silly faces, invite friends over for an afternoon tea party, or go for a drive with no destination just for the fun of it. All right. Your affirmation, Devante, is my joy is the greatest gift that I give to others. All right. I hope that wishes you well for the weekend. All right. We are concluding. Don't forget, love is kind. Don't forget, love is gentle. Until we meet again. Press end and it didn't do nothing. Oh, hold on. Did Devontae something else? You said, well, shoot, I'm the only one here posting anything else can chime if they want. Wait, I listen. Oh, okay. Okay. That's good. All right. See, I was wondering, I was like, I know I just pressed in stream. No, it's just some of everyone else, they're not ready yet to reveal themselves. So everyone's kind of warming up. So let's just be patient. I hope, and I'm happy that you are appreciative of the message that came out for you as well. Hopefully, my mic is not that loud. But until we meet again, everybody, don't forget love is kind and don't forget love is gentle until we meet again.